Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're joining me for the first time. My name is Sasha Reed and this is my YouTube channel. I've been away on holiday for a week, which is why I haven't posted for just over a week. I was hoping to do it while we were on holiday, but it didn't happen. But we had a lovely time nonetheless. I'm hoping to pop some photos on at this point in time just to show you a couple pictures from our holiday. We went to the Lake District up north in the UK, and it was my first time ever going, and it was really beautiful and really pretty, and we had amazing weather. So yes, it's nice to be back, but it was also lovely to be there as well. But anyways, I'm going to jump in. I've got a few cards to share with you that I had made before we went on holiday, and I didn't get any time to share, as well as some things that I worked on while we were up there when I got a few spare minutes. So the first die I'm going to work with, or show you, is this amazing, stunning butterfly. So this is what it cuts like. It cuts really, really nicely. If you have a slightly thicker cardstock, or your metallic cardstock, or glitter cardstock doesn't want to cut all the way, then just make sure you pop some of that packaging foam that I showed you that AliExpress often sends. Pop that behind and it will help. I find that the non-shed glitter can be a bit of a nightmare to cut with more intricate dies, just because it's really plasticky. So it seems to cut the cardstock on the back, but really struggles to get through that first layer. So just be aware, if you're using non-shed glitter, it may not be your die that you're struggling with. It was probably just your glitter card. But I used metallic foil card for most of mine, or possibly all of them, I think. So this is the die I used. I would 100% recommend it. If you like butterflies like I do, this is the die for you. It is really, really, really nice. The other thing I used that did all the work for me was this paper pack that I got from the Works here in the UK. So it's just kind of like a watercolored effect with foil, and that did a wonder on these cards. So you'll see it in a second, but it was dead easy. So my first card is this one. So all I did was I backed it with some of that cardstock I've just shown you, die cut the butterfly out of foil, glued it down, found a sentiment from my stash, and then I just added some of my favorite, all-time new favorite gems from Alina, which are, I had them all ready to go, and then I think I've just shuffled everything. Here we are, these. So that's a little sample pack. She has loads and loads of colours online. They are plastic. They're flat on one side, round on the other, and they are awesome. And all I use is just a normal liquid glue. So I've just popped a bit of, on behind these ones I've used, what's it called, matte medium, multi-medium glue, and I've just put it in a squeezy tube, but you can't see it at all. And I've used glue dots as well, and you can't see it. So they're just awesome. So that's my first one. I backed it onto some silver card, just put one sheet of that silver foiled paper, and then literally just my butterfly and a sentiment and some of those jewels. So that's my first card. I think I did the inside as well. So I just left it blank on the inside. Then I did a congratulation one, I should say. There's no gems on this one. It's just backed on gold and cut in gold so that they kind of coordinate. And then I've just put blank paper inside. Then I went a little crazy on the little dotties on this one. So this was the spotted background paper, and so I went to town putting some of those little jewels on. I just love them. I absolutely love them. I just put a whole pile on my desk and then I just start going for it. And then I did that one here, which is You Are Fabulous, and that stamp came from this set from Alina, which is there because it's still on my desk. I didn't put it away, did I? But that's that one there. I just did a whole series of them because it was so easy and so fun. I just cut a bunch of butterflies. And then again, that's gold backed on the gold. And this one is Created with Care, which came from this fun stamp set from Alina's site as well. I really like it. It has lots of fun sentiments on there. So there's the Created with Care there that I used. And then I did another one with loads of those little spotties. So I did this one this direction. Instead of opening top, I did it opening to the side. And you can see I put loads of those little dotties on there. I had loads of fun. You get tons in a pack. Then I went through my stash and I found a slightly funkier looking shape thingy, tag cutter, I don't know. But I just started having a bit of a play, so I found that one and I used that and used some of Alina's dots as well. They're all just with blank paper on the inside. And then you can step it up a bit. And on this one I added some flowers, went with some blue dots, and then I used Alina's tag, put some twine in it as well. But I used these flower ones here. It comes in a set of 3. And do you remember these tags I shared ages ago? So I used one of those tags and stuck it on the front. So that's my series of those cards. If you like butterflies, get this. It's a winner. It is really awesome. I love it. I plan to do a load more. Right, next card. I'm getting distracted here. So, do you remember one of my last videos I shared this one? So I did a few cards like this where it's literally one piece of card, and then I've used some flowers and then a word which I stacked 3 times so to give it dimension. So I had a bit more fun, and I did some more. So I basically made my little sample and wrote edge on it so I could remember that that's my edge that I trace. So I've got that. And then, oh, I'm not so organized again. Here we are. So I did a birthday one. So this is Alina's die, birthday die. So it's massive, really, really big. And then I kind of mucked up the corners a bit because I was a bit distracted. But basically, you just do your whole card, lay that on the top, and then just trace around it up to the flowers. And that's how you kind of get that extra little edge. So it's all done in the pearlescent black cardstock, so you can see it shine. And then these are quite fun. I've spotted them a while ago, but they're one of my favourite YouTubers, Natasha Foote, has been buying them. And I just went and bought a whole ton of them as well. So I've got matte coloured ones, shiny ones, sparkly ones, clear ones. I just kind of went to town and bought a whole bunch, and I bought from various sellers, whoever kind of had the cheapest bargain. They're not as big as I thought they would be, so that's a whole sheet. So I paid about £1 roughly per sheet. So they're not huge. But yeah, so those are all those. They're really cute, and that's what I've used on these. These are the matted ones. You can see they don't shine at all. So I did that card. Then I did oh sorry, those are the flowers that I used for that card. I really like these ones from Alina Crafts because they emboss it when they cut it. So if you could see that detailing, it's really lovely. And on my next one, I've got this stamp set, which has a whole bunch of lovely sentiments in it. And I did some sympathy cards because I don't really have very many of them. Now these, I don't think I'm 100% finished with them. I think what I'm going to do is add some of my favourite dots on them, or some kind of gem, something else to them. But I did some sympathy cards and I used some of the sentiments from in here. So I've got that one. This is the umbrella die, which I haven't got at the moment, but I will link below. It's an intricate umbrella. And it's quite big and really pretty. So I did it in a few different colours. And I did the same thing. I just traced it with that bit of card. So they're quite effective. I think they're nice and simple for giving to people who are not having a great time. And then my last one I'm quite pleased with. So my last one, I used the shopping die. And this cute little stamp set that goes with it. So you've got handbags and shoes and shopping items for a girl, basically. So I took my card and I stamped those ones, and then I coloured them in with my watercolour pencils. And yeah, I thought they looked quite cute. And again, the shopping's backed are cut 3 times for dimension, and it's done in the sparkly cardstock. So that's my shopping one, which I was really happy with. Then I was really pleased with these ones. However, I left it standing up in my box when I was away on holiday and warped it, but I will show you what I've used. So I used, zoom out a bit. So I've used these squares, which are quite fun. There's a lot in there. You get tons of them. So you got all these squares, and they're just kind of rough edges. So I used those. And then I used these flowers, which I haven't used before, but I've absolutely fallen in love with them. They're really cool. And all this foliage, I think, like leaves, twigs, branches. I've used all of these from Alina's site on my cards. So I've used all those. I will try and link all these below. If I forget any of them, just shout at me in the comments. So the first card I did was I cut the card base using the die. So you can see the card edge is quite rough. And then I cut the inside using the same die, the smaller size. And then I used some leaves, which I forgot to bring in, didn't I? Yep, I forgot to bring in these ones. So these are not leaves, sorry, flowers. So these flowers are from Alina's shop as well. And so I die cut those out. And then I used a white jelly roller pen and just kind of did the edges so it popped a bit more. And then these are done in vellum. And I didn't stick any of them down. They're just stuck to a glue dot underneath. And then, of course, there's my favourite gem from Alina's shop again. So that's my first card. And then this is the one I loved. I absolutely love this one. But look at it. I left it in my box and it curled. So I think I'll just put a book on it overnight and see if I can uncurl it. But I really loved this one. So I've die cut some of the foliage out in a vanilla coloured cardstock because this has got quite a lot of vanilla in it. And then I backed the flowers with vellum. So it's kind of like this one here, where you can see I've backed it with some vellum. And then I stuck a jewel in the middle, and then these are from Alina's store as well. They're like the iridescent kind of crazy sequins. They're really cool, so I've just stuck some of those on. And then I didn't cut the edge with the biggest die, but this is the biggest die here. And then I cut a card base to match it. And then I did the inside with the same one I used for that. But I loved how this card turned out, and I love that it doesn't have a sentiment because I can just give it to someone for anything. So I could give it to them for a wedding, or I could give it to them for a birthday. It kind of just goes for everything. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then I started another one, and I've not yet finished it because I went on holiday. So I've got my base ready. I've cut it again the same as before. And then I've got my flowers. There's a few more of them in the garage. But basically I've just backed them onto some vellum. And then I'll add some foliage behind them. I don't know why I can't say that word. It does my head in. But anyways, so I've done those flowers, and I just love this stuff. And so once the kids are back in school, I'm going to finish off these projects. It's just been a bit difficult with them around. Yes, so then I was showing you ages ago that I had cut using up a whole bunch of my scrap pearlescent card. So you can see it's a bit shiny. So I had said that I was starting to do some cards, and this has nothing to do with Alina's stuff, but it was just using up scraps. And so I've just got my hole punches out, some coordinating cardstock to go with some of my cheapo papers I bought, and I've just been kind of boshing out some of these and having fun playing with them and sticking various jewels on. Obviously Alina's little spots. So yeah, I just wanted to share those with you guys because I started those ages ago. So I've been having fun with those, and I've got another big pile in my office that I'm working on. But yeah, so if you've made it to the end of my video, I have a giveaway. So Alina has sent me these two sets. So I have got a giveaway for this one, and then this one will be the die and the stamp set, the shopping one. So if you've made it to the end of my video, I am going to open this up to anyone in the world, so we will see what Mr. Post Office has to say when people win from wherever you are. But I wanted to make this fair and equal for anyone to enter. So no matter where you are in the world, you are free to enter this draw. There are two prizes, this stamp set and then this bundle. And I will use a random number generator from Google, and I'll basically assign every single person a number. I will get Google to pick two numbers, and then I will post who they are. I might actually do a quick little video, so if you keep your eye on my channel, if you've entered in this draw, please watch my channel, because I will then be posting a quick video saying who's won, because for some reason I had loads of problems with my last giveaway, and YouTube just kept deleting my comment. I kept saying, congratulations, you've won, and then I'd go and check and it wasn't there, and nobody was messaging me back. So if you have entered in this competition, please, please, please check my channel to see if you've won. I will list the winners in the description box as well, and I will post my email address for you to get in touch with me. So there will be 2 winners for this. If you'd like to enter, all you need to do is say below in your comment, somewhere in your comment, enter me now, and like my video. And that's all you need to do to enter. And I will post all of this on the screen, so hopefully you're seeing it as well. But yes, please have fun and enter away, and then watch for me to announce who's going to win. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye!